Alright, hello everybody. I am, as you'll probably be able to see the second I load in, on a different server, not on DLU right now, and the reason for that is because I'm going to be testing some stuff out, and if I'm testing stuff out, it helps me on a server where I have some degree of admin privileges, and can actually spawn stuff in and give myself items, and I'm going to need that. Because today I'm going to be picking off where I, more or less where I left off on that last video where I talked about that challenge with Neil, or that challenge from Neil about seeing if it's possible to make it around this. Around this corner, and I have had a thought or two since then. So there's a lot of stuff. Oh, one really interesting thing, which I didn't realise. So actually, this might be a first target for today. I want to do, in inverted commas, the impossible. Something that I am fairly certain no one has ever done. That's always a good start. And I forgot which server I'm on. Yeah, I want to make it over there. Make it over to the other side of that. I've got to decide what gear I'm going for, what faction, what everything. It's going to take a little while to work it out, but it should be doable. Okay, so I'm fairly certain Butterscotch isn't there on DLU. Wait a sec. Let's actually look around here. I don't know if this is here on DLU is the only issue. Can't turn around to see what I've just built. Oh, oops. Oh, interesting. So you'd keep building that along this. Yeah, I was wondering whether or not these were here on DLU. But even if they are, that doesn't give me any way up. So yeah. I'm going to be surprised if I can make this today. But it's a new challenge. I should also... Yeah, okay, so I need to think a little bit carefully about what gear I'm going to wear. I'm going to do this live accurate. Because I'm fairly certain those platforms are there in live games. Because I did see them the other day on DLU, so they're not a feature gating thing that's only enabled on Uchu. The enemies spawned over there are feature gating that's only enabled in Uchu, I think. But yeah, those aren't. Okay, so I'm currently doing, I can't share the screen because there's a fair chance I'd give away my name if I did that. But because stupidly I don't yet have an account on this computer just called Ninja Value. I really should. It would make a lot of sense. Okay, what's the Buccaneer? Okay, so I'm going to give myself the Buccaneer guns. Okay, I was going to give myself the rank 1. Okay. So I think the higher level you get, there's a bit of a trade-off here. So I'm going to want to, oh, wait. I don't want Buccaneer. Awful. Why can I not trash it? It's because I'm wearing it. Let's not wear that and then let's trash it. So I don't think I want to go Buccaneer. I think I want to go Daredevil, because it was the Daredevil. Oh, no, I could have gone Buccaneer. Let's go Buccaneer, because that was the one I first did on. Okay, And let's... But yeah, so I want to go... I think I want to go full rank 3 Buccaneer. As just like the most... It's maybe not the optimal choice, but it's the most logical choice that springs to mind for me. And the reason I'm considering loadout... okay, I should clarify, this is going to take quite a few tries. I don't think I've ever been close to consistent enough at getting this to work. And there are all sorts of things that could go wrong with server interactions that I'm not aware of, not prepared for. So I'm not expecting this to go well first time. Where's Buccaneer shoulder pads? I didn't really want the cape, but doesn't exactly hurt. Did I not get the head? Okay, there we are. See, I'm fairly certain that costs more imagination. I could go and give myself a couple of extra imagination as though I'd gone all the bricks. Probably not going to do that. Just because I don't know how many I have already got on this account. But I can just quickly go and get... I feel I've gotten like the imagination brick in Avant Gardens probably. I suspect. But yeah, so I should probably test out, see how well this works first. Because this may not be better. So the idea... So yeah, that's the place I'm trying to get across, but I'm not going to begin by testing there. I'm going to begin by testing over here. And so what I'm hoping... Interesting, okay. So you notice I fell partway through that series of attacks. Not certain why. But it is consistently on that one attack. That's good to know. So maybe I just cannot use that series of attacks for that. That's fine. I just need to know. In that case, it might not be worth going full Buccaneer. I may try and come up with some other items. It's actually... Okay, so maybe it is just worth going for... I really need to just try out different items and find out which one's the best with these. I think I said that last time, though, probably. See, I'm not exactly gaining height. I can use that and gain a little bit. Okay. Oh, did I lose my state actually on that last one? I might have done. In which case, it might not be worth super jumping. If I lose that much height, I'm not going to make it over. Okay, I think that did work mid-air. I obviously mistimed all of those awfully, but... Pay much attention. I'm not convinced I want to add the second thing. I think I want to just get better with... So I actually don't need any of this gear. And it'd be a lot cooler to go across. I need this. I do need the spear, interestingly. Okay, so I'm going to want to take a look at how much height I can afford to lose. It's not loads, honestly. But it's not a small amount either. There is a good amount of height. Okay, first off, let's go across to that. Because if I can't make it across there, no point going for the big one. That was doable, but wasn't as far, and I wouldn't have made it. Yeah, okay. Actually, no, it is a little bit further. I enjoy the fact that I saw a fireball coming from over there. Okay. So I think I just go for it. I think it's just going to take quite a few tries. Great, that's what I needed. I needed fireballs. I got close enough that I got smashed. That's not bad. It's problematic. But bear in mind that wouldn't happen to me on DOU. Okay, let's GM hammer myself. Go over there, smash that. I should already. I don't know what the respawn timer on that's going to be. I'm fairly certain Butterscorch's timer is like... Well, on DOU it's... oh, that was bad. Still. Yeah, on DOU it's... It was like 20 to 30 minutes or something, I think. I used to know, I used to know back when I was grinding it and back when there were still bugs with that, but those bugs got fixed, so I don't actually know anymore. Well, that was bad. I don't know why. I don't know why it doesn't work sometimes. Just know it doesn't. But yeah, if I can get this strategy working repeatedly, then I will do this on DLU. And it will be epic. Because, yeah, I would officially, like, yeah, I would be like the first person ever to go here. Oh, I'm not using the staff. That's where I'm going wrong. But yeah, I should throw out there just how much of an inexact science this is. There is still so much that is not understood about LU's physics, and like I'm the only real person at the moment who's looking into these glitches and trying to understand them. No, okay, that was so close. I might even have made it had I not attacked at one point. That is, like, just doable. Honestly, had I begun with a Buccaneer jump, I would have made that. Like, I just needed a tiny bit more height. It is technically possible to height gain with these. I'm fairly certain, but the issue is just the tendency you have to lose height. It's looking good. There's going to be a lot of me sighing, I'm sure. Not much. I'm fairly certain if I attempt to run, it will notice I'm not in the air. So if I, for instance, do this and I'm holding... Well, it doesn't matter because I can't run whilst... Can't run whilst attacking anyway. But yeah, I find this hilarious because the devs did such a good job of like making Forbidden Valley safe. But of course, because this, there we are, because this wasn't content that was in the game, they had, or that like was planned to be in the game in the same way, they had no reason to try and do that. And here we are. This was where the Mithrin Temple would have been. I am almost certainly the first person to legitimately get here on any live LEGO Universe server. Or in a live accurate way. This server doesn't exactly count as a live server. And I think potentially there might even be a free out of bounds glitch. Because actually, I'm just going to give this a running jump. Okay, not quite. But I think I may have just completed Neil's challenge. I'm going to give this another go without Sensei Wu's staff. And instead I'm going to use the basic spear. Because that was what I did on my first attempt. I don't know if there's a difference. Don't know if one's easier than the other. This costs a lot of money to get across, so I can't do this necessarily too many times. So I do want to work out the most efficient way of doing it. Managed to height gain there. So what I'm slowly learning is I want to be spamming 5 whilst I'm in the middle of my third attack. Maybe, do I even want to... Oh, that's another question. How many attacks do I need to use? Because the cooldown's pretty fast. Okay, I need to use at least 2. And if I use at least 2, I might as well use 3. Okay. Good to know. Okay, if, let's say, I'd ideally like to try and get this 3 times in a row. I accept I might not be able to, and that's fine, but it'd be really cool if I could. And no, I'm not counting that as a go. What I do need to get, though, is more spring shoes. I so nearly hit enter and probably would have very, very, very badly lagged out the server. I cannot believe this is actually possible. I genuinely did not think it would be. Well, that's not a good start. Let's gain a bit of height. I said let's gain a bit of height. I need to really high gain if I want to make this back. Nah, okay. I don't know if it was just placebo. Woo staff felt better. Wait. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to give that a go. Actually, no, let's give this one more try. Because the thing is, I know there are differences between weapons. I have a hunch that what I'm actually doing, testing between these 2 weapons, doesn't make any difference. But, I have no idea one way or another. Like, I know they definitely do something different, because with Woo's staff, you don't see the... you don't see that effect. I should also maybe stop trying to height gain unless I really need to. Because I can get across there without specifically trying to height gain. Now I definitely need to. Oh, I nearly managed to. Unfortunately, do not have a rich venture character at the moment on my DLU account. I think I did start a venture character the other day, actually. Oh, maybe I do. I think I do. They just don't have any faction gear. Because I could super jump to get started, and that would get me a little bit of extra height, which would make this less tight. Huh. Was I actually just net losing height throughout all of that? I mean, obviously I was extending my distance, but... So I'd ideally like this to be somewhat repeatable. Because I can get 100 spring shoes. But I will lose a lot of money repeatedly falling as well. Again, not the worst thing in the world. But I'd prefer to get good at this in a somewhat more controlled setting if I can. I'm already out. Yes, I can. I surprisingly got close there. I'm wondering if I could... So I'm fairly certain my current hardcore U character is Venture. And it has about 60,000, I think, at the moment. Do I actually not have any? No, I don't. Okay. I'd wonder if I actually... Anyway, I wonder if I have enough imagination to even use this once, but I guess we'll find out. Okay, I do. That got me a little bit of height. I'm a lot higher at this stage than I have been previously. I just made height on that last one, I think. I think I can just go for it. I guess I could also transfer all my money to someone so I don't lose anything when I die. Oh, that's actually... I'm gaining loads of height like that. And then I somehow couldn't cancel. But, that was a really, really easy way of gaining loads of height, actually. That was... If I can replicate that, that was just really, really, really easy. It feels too easy. It feels like that must have been luck. I'm gonna also test... Well, no, let's test one thing at a time. First test repeatability, then test generality. That's weird. I guess I shouldn't try that then. Shouldn't try that height gain. Or maybe try one height gain right at the start. Like one pure height gain. But it seems like for whatever reason, if I try and height gain too much, then it breaks. Don't know why that would be. Maybe that's actually something to try late, if all else fails. But I did manage to repeat the height gain, so I can go on to testing with this. That went weirdly. Do I go on to DLU and try this out? Okay, I guess I also want to give this another go, and it'll give me a chance. This a go, and it'll give me a chance to get a little bit of practice in. I want to see if I can make it, if I can pull off the, I think it would also be the first, as of the game shutting down, live accurate Crux Prime out of bounds glitch. because prior to the game shutdown, there were existing out-of-bounds glitches. This seems quite easy. As long as I can get far enough. Yeah, so apparently there's an OOB here. I don't know where. Evidently not there. But I'm willing to believe there was one. This was where Neil challenged me to see if I could get, because he had an out-of-bounds glitch if one could make it there. I'm not certain where it is. I might find that quickly, because it'll be annoying to just get there and not be able to actually out of bounds with it. Oh, was it just around here? No. Oh, okay, I got lucky that I could cover there. Where is it? Was it trying to get up and over? Oh, okay. Can you double jump up there? Oh, yes, okay, so if you go along here, I think that might be doable. If I go a little ways along. I'm not certain I can actually pull that off with a spring jump. I'm not convinced I see how to do this. None of this terrain is standable, unless maybe you can just walk a long way around here. Walk through here maybe? I can't see where I'm going. Ah, there we are. There we are. Okay, so this is the plan. So once I've made it there, that's all relatively easy. Now I know where I'm going anyway. If I have enough spring shoes, I can easily, once I've made it to the Mithran Temple, I can easily make it back out and around and up here. I don't know I can make it out of here now I am here. Yeah. It's a little bit tight. Okay. So yeah, that's easily doable. So I just need to hit spacebar apparently. Just need to get this reliably. This is actually kind of exciting. Because this will be the first, I'd say, practical, semi-practical use of the spring jump. There was one, getting the imagination brick without quick builds was a pretty good use of the spring jump. But like that was a challenge we'd made up and set ourselves. Obviously, like, there's no challenge in the game telling you to do this, but this is, like, this is at least a part of the original game. I need to work out how many, on average, it takes me before I pull it off. So let's remember. I have 30 now. I'm going to make a note of that somewhere. So I'm starting with 30. And let's see how long it takes before I do another one. I'll do this a few times. And we'll see. This was a really, really bad start, I should say. Okay, I'm gonna go back to Sensei Wu's staff because placebo or not, that seemed to work well. I'll need to complete a few missions to... Oh, I can't get Sensei Wu's staff. That's an Ninjago only weapon. So I need to do it with the basic spear. Can use a Buccaneer hat though. I'll practice with rank 1 just to make it accurate, I guess. The imagination thing won't be a problem because if I die then... Well, if I fail then I will die. And so I'll respawn with... Wow. Good to know that was just... What touch typing ninja's brain typed in. Just automatically /smash. It's not going great. Potentially I might have more imagination. Oh, I wanted to try for one more. Didn't quite make it. It's annoying how many of these runs end right there. But yeah, this is this is something I'm fairly certain was like completely believed to be impossible in live. So from the point I started counting, it took me 20. I wonder if I can get back to the point where I gave myself those, or if I need to look them up again. It felt like hitting this multiple times went faster. I'm unconvinced, honestly. Let's just look them up. I really should have this ID memorized by now, honestly. It is possibly the most useful item in the game. Or at least potentially for bugs. For bug searches. The other item I should have memorized is Quixsicle. Or potentially now Espresso. No, I know about that one. Okay, so I'm going to try this without. That was a bad start. A little bit of recovery there. Making more height. Losing too much, so I'll try and build some back up. Not going well. So I'd say 8 seems about reasonable per failed attempt. I don't know if that is my average per failed attempt, but it seems somewhat reasonable. Wow, that was bad. It's sometimes just how far I fall down whilst waiting for... I've got it. Okay, I've worked it out. I should have remembered this. So I found in my investigations the other day... Okay, I know how to do this repeatedly, I think. There is a delay between you, for instance, hitting your... Okay, I think a lot of stuff just made sense, actually. There's a delay between you hitting 5 for your spring shoot and it actually doing that, and actually doing the thing. You can use that to potentially start something else whilst you're mid spring shoot animation. Normally, I would have thought about... Normally, I think it would just cancel. But I think the way the timings work out here, it doesn't. Sorry, I'm not explaining myself well. But I think that's why I sometimes gain a lot of height and other times I don't. And I think, now I know that's what's going on, I think I can, if I'm clever enough and actually can think quickly enough, which seems I can't, I think I can abuse it. Also, that was, what, like 18 for the second one? I don't remember. It wasn't many. It was like 2 attempts. So 18 would be the right order of magnitude. So buying 100 of these would be expensive, but potentially very worthwhile. Oh, hello. Okay, something just flew by my screen and I literally looked away. Not a huge fan of Daddy Longlegs. No, okay, I don't think anyone is. I like them more than I like moths, though. It's interesting, because like moths and butterflies, basically the same. Yet I find one significantly more off-putting than the other. Is that right? I think. That was bad. I'm so lost. Thought I was doing that. Okay, so I worked out what it was, and I managed to do it on that one. I now know the theory behind what it was I did. I'm having difficulty replicating it. Ooh, it's the first time I've sniffled in a while. I wasn't paying attention to the right thing. Great. It's interesting how I could almost... I'm wondering if I could do it and get across in like 3. If I stop trying to... If I like go for a height gain at the beginning. Wow, that was bad. I don't even need to /fly on because I never /flew on. Yes, that grammar. Yes. I confused the heck out of myself there. I'm now trying to think about this a little bit too hard. And that's why this is going wrong. I think the idea is I want to do 2 attacks with the spear. In that time, the spear in that time Spring Shoes recharges. I then activate Spring Shoes. I then hit the spear once more. I think. So there's a period of time where I basically want to be hitting both. And I am having difficulty with that. Having difficulty thinking it through. I don't know how I'm... Like, that one, it just suddenly made sense. And I managed it mid-air. And I worked out mid-air what was happening and how to do it. And then entirely forgot afterwards. Maybe I do just stop trying to. Because I could make it across without, like, a proper height gain. Although it's... Wow, that was strange. Don't know why I did that. Need that. And that. Okay. Don't know why it does fly off. I knew that wouldn't work, but it was worth a try. I haven't made one in the past 20, I know. But that has been because I've been trying this out. I think if I can make this strategy, get the strategy working, this will be repeatable enough for me to go for it. Because, like, that... It's hard to explain, but I was doing it, and it all made sense, and, like... Yeah. And, I mean, you would have seen that run. I was literally in enough control to, like, move upwards by choice. I'm not achieving that this run, but it's fine, I don't need to. I'm not certain what happened there. Why am I suddenly sniffly? Okay. That was closer than I would have liked. That was just going old strats. Because if I can get old strats reliable, I know there was a way, and maybe I can work it out again. But old strats being reliable would be good enough. I'm not going to make this unless I can really put it back. Oh, that's not how you do that. Okay, I think I go for it. Actually, let's run out of these. Let's see how many I manage in 100. But I can afford, I think, 100 spring shoes. I think I've got 500,000 coins on my main. The coins themselves are not legitimate. They are from Master Temple, who did not obtain them legitimately. They are entirely legitimate from my end. I didn't do anything illegitimate to get them, but... something weird happened there. I think also fewer is better, and I need to remember this. I think I am more likely to succeed and less likely to waste loads of them with fewer. And if I can do it with few enough, I could do it on an existing, completely legitimate character. Okay, now I've just got to hope I can climb back up. The one thing that's going to be annoying, walking back over here every time on DLU, and actually that might be more than annoying, it might make it actually harder, because I have the last run less in muscle memory. I tried going for my thing of use it less, which I think is a good strategy. The issue is it's just so close. However, I think most of the time I probably am on average losing height over what I would get if I just did it normally. I don't make enough height, so I do need to gain some. It's I don't know why. It's something about, I think, like me hitting it right at the start, or like when my timings are actually too accurate, I think. Or too close to the start, occasionally have issues. It also might be maybe I'm hitting alt too much, because you can tell I'm literally key mashing. Not key mashing well. Don't know why that didn't. I think it's going to be worth giving it a go. This will cost a fair amount of money. That was bad. I did not expect. So I came on stream today to kind of just run around and muck about. Did not expect to actually have this potentially work. Why does that happen occasionally? That I really don't understand, where sometimes it just breaks. Oh, okay, I worked it out again. I nearly fell off there, but I did that because I was trying to keep that run going for as long as possible. Okay, I lagged out there hugely, but if I can pull it back from there, okay, I can manage that. I'm not going to try and explain it until I really have it. That also works. Basically, it's using the spring shoes earlier, I think. I'm not 100% certain. I think it's using the spring shoes earlier and stopping hitting Alt. Yeah, it's using them after the second attack, or at least trying to start using them after the second attack. So it's basically spending more time, which is what I remember from when I first managed that a minute ago. Even though I couldn't remember how to pull it off exactly, it's spending just more time spamming 5, basically. Lost a lot of height, but I think we can make this back now. Okay. Okay. I'm going to keep the stream going. Well, not the stream, the video going. Moving over to DLU. Okay. Which account do I want to do this on? I've got to spare money on this guy. And I will probably be deleting this guy soon, actually, so this guy's the perfect candidate. I really hope I manage this. Did you see just that instinct? I don't have admin perms on DLU. I am a moderator, but I'm not an in-game moderator, and even I think in-game moderators don't have those. I might see if I can get them on the dev server at some point. Not because I honestly need them for development, but because, like, Neil was the one who set me this challenge to begin with. And in fairness, I have found some of the stranger bugs on the servers. Like, it turns out I'm fairly certain that quipping was a bug, for instance. I don't actually have evidence one way or the other to suggest it was or wasn't complete evidence. I have some to suggest that it may not have been possible in live, though. Like, so that was a very subtle bug I worked out. Didn't work out that it was a bug, but I did find it. Alright. I really, really, really hope this is possible until you. Not that there's a huge issue if I do this and... Oh, wait. I need to... Okay, gotta go this way, because I need to go to Avant Gardens to get myself a basic spear. So I could hazard a guess this probably works, but these are expensive, and I don't really want to have to... which way am I going? I'm not paying any attention. Yeah, I don't really want to waste them. This was the eventually character. So if it seems like I'm having difficulty, that is always an option of going for the Buccaneer hood. But I don't think that gets me much. Also, note, I'm not going to lose any money when I die. I really hope it has physics. I really hope, like, because I know I saw it. I don't know if it was earlier today or a previous stream. I know I definitely saw that area. I don't actually know it has physics. And yeah, I guess there is also, I should acknowledge there's a non-zero chance. You don't sell gear, do you, anyway? Possibly should have gone some quick scopes. I'm not running this hardcore. You can. Oh, I forgot I salted an anchor earlier. Me. I'm just going to do a half-hour video, then head to sleep. Me an hour later. High on the thrill of a discovery. Okay, what I need to do is send that to... I don't have enough money to send it to Mick. need to get him when he's online at some point and trade it to him. I can give Zaop my Mosaic Jester wands. Huh. That's a new one. I think I need to go to Klauset. I think that other person doesn't do anything useful, and I... Okay. We have the basic spear. We have the spring shoes. guess it's time to try and do something that no one managed to do. I'm sure I have no proof no one managed to do it, but I'm sure they would have posted a video about it or something, and someone in the community would have seen it. And I'm sure someone would have mentioned it to me by now, because, like, the spring shoe tech I have shown off a fair amount. So I'm sure someone would have mentioned, oh yeah, you're not the first person to actually do that. And I do not believe there is another way across. Obviously, in live, people probably could have gone across there, because jetpacks. But like not live, like without Mithrin items, like purely stuff that is legitimate to do. Purely in-game obtainable items. No Mithrin giveaways, no handouts, no cheat codes. Still can't crack my other thumb knuckle because I hurt my thumb playing Frisbee about a week and a half ago now. Oh no, there's also an annoying part with this, which is that I'm going to have to make a video. That's fine, of just this, which again should be fine, it's just cropping a video down. However, Shortcut seems to take ages rendering videos. I mean, it's probably the settings I've put it on that means it takes ages, but so like it is entirely my fault, but it's the reason I still haven't put out the butterscotch one. But yeah, this is just a cool challenge for so many reasons. Like, not only is this an amazing like demonstration of spring jumping, and also like something that is right on the border of what is possible for spring jumping, and what, well, with the better strategy, it might not be so borderline. But like, certainly with the strategy I went into tonight with, it was borderline. I didn't think it would be possible. I then gave it that first attempt, saw it was quite close, and declared it borderline. But thank you, lag. Very cool. I mean, you can smash me. You're not getting any coins, so really, which one of us is really the victor here? I guess I'm gonna potentially have issues actually getting there, getting to the starting position. No enemies should see me up there. I feel somewhat confident. Oh, Grim Toshio. Hello. Looks like I'm fighting you quickly. Or Grim Daisho, probably. I think. I don't know if I can keep you indefinitely stun locked. Seeming like the answer might be a yes, though. Oh great, that means I have more money. Not as much as it appears I have, though. have about 26,000, I think. I think I got given double the money. I think that's where the miscounting comes from. I think it doubles achievement money because the client knows you've got that money and the server also counts it separately. Okay, are we ready? The odds of me choking this are literally 100%. Kind of eyeing up this one as a starting position now. Not doing too well, but it might be good enough. Oh, until I mucks that up. Dang it. That's fine, that's why I got extras. Fortunately, nothing can see me, so I don't need to be concerned about that. Or nothing will be able to see me when I get up there. Especially if I take the roundabout route, so I don't aggro that one Ronin over there. Shame, that one was really close. I did kind of choke it. Did predict that I would choke it though. Fell a little bit too much on that one. I think we got it. There we are. Oh yeah. That didn't even take that many. So, I am the first person to... I should be careful I don't get caught out of bounds. Despite the fact this is still an out of bounds glitch. I am, I think, the first person to legitimately make it up here. Ever. And this has now been done on a completely legitimate character. If anything... Okay, I just realised this is the... It's like one of the few times this character has actually held an item. I'm going to need to do it again anyway. And like this isn't a hardcore OU run, so it's fine. This is for those who don't know, this is a hardcore OU run I failed. That's this character. Okay, so I've got to aim, and I've got to try to not muck this up. Should be kind of hard to. That needs to get the life out of me. There we are, okay. Here, I've now got to not get aggroed by anything and die, which is a real possibility. Don't want to get stuck in a hole as well. Be good if I could avoid that. Okay, come on. There we are, okay. Made it to the Maelstrom. Made it to the Mithran Temple. Made it out of bounds on Crux Prime. Heck yeah. I am amazed this worked. But it did. It worked so well, so much better than I would have expected. I am falling and dead. There we are. Thank you all so much. I should actually check if there's a spawn point up there. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I've been Ninja OU. I did not believe this was possible. I should really have stayed up there, so I could have explored around a little bit more. But I've done it once, I can do it again. I'll see you around. Bye.